everybody. Welcome to Your Beautiful Life with Jenali. I am Jenali. I'm so excited to be here. I just got back from a vacation from Idaho to Arizona. It was 85 degrees and beautiful, pretty warm for a desert winter down there. And then came back up here and it's like 30 or 40 degrees. I've been moving today into my new house, so I'm dressed up for the cold. We just got done in the storage unit. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I have studied with natural doctors all around the world, about seven of them, and taken several other classes for holistic health. And one of the modalities that I had learned um, years ago was Chinese face reading. And Chinese face reading says that every line, every color, every discoloration, every wrinkle, every scar has something to do with the characteristics of your personality, the shape of your nose, the shape of your eyebrows, the shape of your eyes. Everything has something to do with your characteristics. Then I studied with a natural doctor in Canada that for 2 years that helps us to heal every single ailment or sickness down to a cellular level. And this man can rid of any type of disease that you've ever heard of. And so it's what's interesting is he finished research that a man in the 1800s died trying to solve or publish or whatever you want to call it. And he picked it up and he finished the research and then he came up with this stuff. The thing is that what Chinese people, excuse me, not Chinese people, what the Chinese face reading specialists are saying about our characteristics of our face, he's still taking that same stuff and he is telling us what nutrients we are missing in the body. And so I'm going to give you a few examples of this. If you're somewhere where you can have a mirror or look at yourself, you're going to want to do so. If not, save this for later. But in Chinese face reading, if you have lines that are going right down right here from the corner, the outside corner of your eye going down, kind of out like this, like we'd call them crow's feet in Chinese face reading, that is going to be the sadness lines, how sad you are, how easily sad you are. Now, if we're reading it from a facial analysis for supplements, that is going to tell me that you are missing a nutrient. This is really cool. Calcite, fluoride, calcite, calcium fluoride. There we go. Sorry, I had a text come through and I looked at that for a second. Calcium fluoride. And calcium fluoride is the second most abundantly stored micronutrient in the body. It is responsible for all the elasticity in your body. Without it, your heart couldn't expand to beat, your lungs couldn't expand to breathe, your veins and your blood vessels, they would just be constricted all the time. It gives you all the elasticity. And without calcium fluoride, you could have a lot of problems in the body, and it will show up as lines and wrinkles right here in the corner of the eye. But again, in Chinese facial analysis, that tells me how sad you are. Now, I'm going to do another one and then I'll take a call. In Chinese face reading, if you have lines right here, one line that goes straight down tells me how frustrated you are. Two lines tells me about the anger, right? The worry. And then three lines usually will signify that you've had a lot of worry, stress, and anger, but you've been overcoming it. But in facial analysis for supplements, it tells me that you need arsenic. There we go. And people are going to say that that is poisonous. Okay, please dismiss any of that because that actually is very healthy. It's one nutrient that's going to get rid of the C word. I can't say that online, but okay, one more, because it's so fun for me. If you have hooded eyes, girls, pay attention. If you do makeup and you have hooded eyes in Chinese face reading, that's going to tell me that you've seen too much and you just do not want to see anymore. Maybe you've been through a lot of trauma. Maybe you've been through a lot of pain and you just don't want to see anymore. However, this right here in the facial analysis is a calcium carbonate. And so you can take care of all of these issues on the face and actually make yourself look younger, look more vibrant, look more alive. And when people get on the right nutrients, micronutrients, their face changes, their face shifts. And there's a lot of people on these micronutrients who are in their elder years, but they look so young. So just know that there's a micronutrient for everything. And then I'm going to take a call right now. Will you pop that back up on my screen, Dave? Oh, Leslie in Holly Springs, Mississippi.
hmm
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great.
What can I help you with today?
Yes, yes. I've been interviewing for senior and lead academic advising positions, and I would like to know, will I be starting that get offered a position and be starting between May 10th and June 1st of this year?
Have you said you've already interviewed for it?
I'm applying and interviewing.
Yeah, I do see you. I do see you having that position. It looks like it might be a little prolonged or delayed um, when it comes down to their decision making, but I do see you in a very good spot to be able to do that. So yeah, I do see you in that.
Mm-hmm. Because I do have options like in the Southwest, in the Midwest, or in the Southeast.
With other jobs, do you mean like other companies and stuff?
Yes, with the universities I've applied for these types of positions.
Okay. So if you have multiple choices, which one makes you the happiest?
Right now, it's probably one in Nashville or in the one in New Mexico. I'm probably looking at like more likely Nashville.
Okay. So what I would tell you to do is visualize the one that you want, visualize yourself. So I'm just going to kind of like role play with you real quickly. Let's say you have the interview, everything goes great, and you get the phone call. And the phone call tells you that you have been hired for the position that you want. How are you going to feel?
Yeah, I will feel really fantastic. And at the same time, I want to complete all of my spring semester obligations with my current employer because I want to end that employment on really good terms.
Okay. And that's okay. So when we're doing the role playing, try not to let any of that stuff get in the way. Go right back into the moment.
hmm
Everything's lined up for you.
hmm
You've finished out all the things, you've ended on good terms, but you get the phone call that you get your job, the job that you wanted. How are you going to feel?
hmm I will feel ecstatic and ready
Yes.
to be ready to move on and get a new chapter in my life and be able to continue
Yes.
my work in advising and train new advisors.
Yes. Okay. Now let's take it a step further. You get the call, you feel ecstatic, you're so happy, you can't believe it, you're feeling amazing. Who's the first person you call and tell?
First person I'm going to tell is my family or my supervisor, but I want to keep it under wraps.
Yes. Okay. So let's say you call your family. What are their reactions to you getting this new job?
They will be really happy.
Yes. Okay. Now let's take it a step further. Do you have to relocate for this job, right?
Yes, it will require relocation.
Yes. So let's say you start the relocation process, you get into your new home, you start the job, everything's going great, you're learning what you need to, and you get your first like paycheck. How do you feel?
Yeah, it will feel good because once everything is taken out of taxes, it will be like a period of adjustment and paying X amount of money to relocate from one city to the next on my own dime, and it'll take time for it to build back up.
Okay. So everything's flowing good and you're happy. So that's the type of it. That is the type of visualization that I want you to do on a regular basis. Go through the steps, doing the interviews, everything's taken care of, you get the call. How do you feel? I want you to feel those emotions. Um, I want you to visualize who you're going to call, just like I did with you. I want you to do that on a regular basis for yourself so that you can bring that energy in and help you out with that. I do still see you there, but this is going to help you out. Okay.
Yes. And when I get it, I'm going to keep it all under wraps and not post on social media until a few days before.
Yes, that's good. And I love that idea. I do that a lot for myself because for the fact that we want to hustle in silence, and anybody who's creating negativity directed at us that, might hold us back or downward spiral us or make things not so easy. So hustle with your head down. Definitely do that. Do you have other questions for me
Hmm.
that I might be able to answer for you?
Uh, yes. Yes. In pertainment to these interviews, when I get a successful interview, will it be the direct offer or have a second interview that will require me to go on site or be in video conference?
Yeah, so I do see it being a little bit more prolonged or delayed, like I said earlier. So you're probably looking more at like a second interview by a second interview. However, that works out. I do see it being a little bit more delayed. However, I still think everything is going to go good because your personality comes off as like somebody who can communicate very well, very direct, and it looks like you can flow very well with your words and get out what you want to say. So I think things are going to go pretty smooth for you there.
Hmm. Yes. Yep. Well, I want to thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good luck with everything, and I hope to hear back from you soon after all that happens.
All right. Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. Bye. Okay, we've got Beth from Clifton Park, New York.
Right. Hello.
Hi, Beth. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm
What
very
can I help you
excited.
with tonight?
um, my son is ill. He has autism, and he's an adult, but he's ill. And I was. Can you see anything there? He needs surgery in New York City. He's having
Okay.
that in March. Um,
What is your son's birthday, may I ask?
8/15. Um, I gotta think. He's 73.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, he's got a beautiful chart. 8, 15, 1973. Oh, he's got a beautiful chart. So, oh, these ones are all always a little bit difficult, so please, I apologize. He's at a fork in the road, is what I call it. His body he has not decided what he's going to do quite yet. So there's no set path for him at this moment because he's at a fork in the road. Um, I can understand both ways. He has so much love for you, so much love for you. But I also see how challenging it is for his soul to, go through it in this lifetime. And so he's just at a fork in the road. More, I would be leaning more towards he's going to make it through if that's what you're worried about and continue on in this life.
Right. That's predominantly, yeah. He's having kidney surgery, and they're hoping to not have to that he won't have to go on dialysis. That they can just take the kidney a portion of it away, and
Yeah.
because he had one kidney removed
Okay.
already.
So, oh, interesting. So let me look at dialysis. So, coming out of surgery. I don't see him on dialysis at this time. I don't see that. I'm just scanning the timeline really quickly. I don't see that at all. But it's definitely going to be something that I would still continue to pray about. And for
Yeah.
you, your son is incredibly smart. What does he like?
He has autism. Uh,
Ah,
he 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 loves his computer and likes to look at Sesame Street and and he loves to bowl. Um,
and what else is he really smart in though? It's like there's something that he must have a lot of knowledge about. What is it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
um, yeah, no, I, oh,
Okay. So I don't know if you've ever studied autism. I mean, you've had an autistic child obviously for quite a while, but on a
yes,
spiritual level, they say that autistic people are very telepathic and they operate on a different wavelength than we do. And so people just need
hmm
to learn how to communicate with them in their language, but they're always incredibly smart and hyper aware when it comes to energy and emotions. And so one thing
hmm
is if his energy and his body will cooperate with you, I would run him through the same scenario. Were you able to hear the caller before you by chance?
no, no, I wasn't.
No, okay. I'm going to run you through what I would do. Okay, this is what I do with my clients. This is
Okay,
what I do for myself. But this is like a future programming, if you will. And I see your
okay,
son participating in this pretty well, but just imagine and have him sit with you. Even his energy and his body will soak it up, but imagine going into surgery and everything working out great. You know, they have to take a part of that kidney, but the part of the kidney that's still there is lit up, it is glowing, it is functioning. And as he's healing, the doctors come in and tell you that it's going to work great and there's going to be no need for dialysis at this time. How are you going to feel?
ecstatic,
Yeah.
ecstatic.
Yes. And when you get that, the doctor telling you that, um, who's the first person you're going to call? Who's the first person you're going to tell?
Well, my husband will be there with me. We'll be down, in New York City. Um, hmm. um, I think my sister.
Okay. So then let's imagine now that we call your sister on the phone and we tell her, like, okay, we're out of surgery. Everything's going great. The doctor just came in. He said that the kidney is functioning. It's beautiful. And there is no need for dialysis at this time. What is her reaction going to be like?
So grateful, so very happy. Yes,
Yes. Yeah. Now, see how your energy just lit up by me role playing with you? How you got
yes.
that emotion coming in? That's what I want you to do for yourself on a regular basis. With your son present, if he doesn't participate, like, um, verbally or anything like that, his energy still is there. And then you could do this with your sister on the phone as well. The more people, the merrier that's going to put this energy into it. Um, and that's what I would be doing to help that out. Now, your son's energy is does he is he aware that this is what's going to be happening?
No, no, no.
Okay. His energy is just coming off as like afraid. That's why I was asking. And so
Yes,
I would
he's
also recommend that you talk to him.
okay.
Okay, continue. I want to hear what you have to say.
No, he lives in a group home about 4 miles from me, and
Okay.
yeah, we haven't been. We just took him down to New York City, which was like a 3-hour trip down, and for his first kind of pre-op, and he handled that very, very well. But um, we haven't. I didn't want to scare him, so we haven't told him a whole bunch yet.
Right. Okay. So just keep in mind though that because he is autistic and he is very sensitive to energy, especially in the spiritual world, he's so smart. They are just so incredibly loving and smart that he's already picked up on that. So his energy is still like showing signs of being afraid. So even if you can't
hmm
be present with him all the time, I would also visualize that you're making a connection from your heart to his heart, the same way that we plug a cell phone into the wall, and just remind him you're safe, you're strong, you're going to get through this. Your kidney is going to work at its optimum. The body's going to heal. It's going to do what it needs to, what it knows it needs to do, and everything is going to go good. You're safe. You're amazing. And you're just going to pump him up like that, whether it's in energy form or if it's, with him present in front of you. And I would do that on a regular basis because his energy is just feeling afraid right now. Um, but that'll help both of you out because you two are so connected together that it'll
Yes,
help you
yes.
out too. Yeah.
So I can do it from my home, and just keep talking to him, just visualize talking to him. Is that what you mean? Or do I have to,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know,
It's
okay,
where
okay.
is he at his home right now and you're at your home?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'll show you how I do it. What is his first name?
Don.
Dawn. Okay. So
Yes.
what I do is I'm just asking that Beth and I connect to Dawn's energy. And I'm just imagining that there's this beautiful cord of energy going from my heart, from Beth's heart to Dawn's heart. Yeah, there you
Hmm.
go. You do that so easily, but just so you know, your energy connects so easily to him. And we're just going to take the time to communicate to Dawn's energy right now. And we're just going to imagine him. Gosh, he's got a great smile. So we're just going to imagine telling him, and I say it out loud, Dawn, you are incredible. I love you so much. And you have been such a light in my life, and I'm so blessed to be your mom. And I know that you might be feeling afraid right now, but I also know that you're going to be okay. You are strong, you are brave, you've always gotten through everything, and you will get through this too. And I want you to know that it's okay to be afraid, but you can also let that fear go because you're brave. You're going to be okay. Your body's going to go through the surgery, but it's going to help you to heal, to feel better, to have more energy. The kidney is a little piece will be taken, but the rest of the kidney will know how to function. It'll be bright and pink and beautiful, and it will function the way it needs to after it heals, and you will be able to feel better than you have. So allow your mind to be at ease because you're safe. We're going to get through this. And then I just remind you that I love you so much. I'm going to be here through the whole thing. And whatever else your heart feels like you need to say to him. And that's what I would be doing for him on a regular basis.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. Definitely, I will do that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me?
Um, in regards to Don, you mean, or just um, any other questions? Period.
Anything for you?
Well,
Yeah.
I
Any other
can't.
questions?
Yeah, my daughter, um, she's a law professor, but she has a real anxiety problem, and she is so anxious um, about this. And um, is there any way that I could help her calm down?
Yeah. So are you saying that she's nervous about the surgery?
Well, she's nervous. They had asked us if um, Don had a certain syndrome, and when he had his first kidney removed, they tested him for this. You get growths in different areas of your body, and they tested him for it, but it was inconclusive, and they went in and they just took the other kidney out. But they had to just take the whole kidney out. And so now she has a son that she is so afraid. They asked us if there was any um, of this syndrome in the family, and I was adopted, so
Okay.
I don't know. There was none in my husband's, but anyway, the test came back inconclusive, and they just they never asked us again. But
Okay.
she is so anxious that her son has it.
How old is her son?
9.
9, yeah. Um, so if the son ends up having it though, the thing is that there's going to be more knowledge on it, and you guys would be prepared if that were to happen. Because I can't see any information about whether he's going to have it or not. I can just see
Hmm.
possibilities of him having it, but
You do
she
see the
should,
possibility? Oh,
yeah, I do see the possibilities of him having it. But even if he did end up with it for whatever reason, she's going to be on top of it. There's more knowledge nowadays than there was a little while ago, and he'll be okay. I don't see that child really having any problems, but at this current time, I'm just not getting a lot of information on it. So
well, she's also
just
worried
know,
about herself too. You know, um, does she have it too?
oh, I don't see her having it, no. But she's
Mm.
always been pretty anxious, right?
Oh, terrible.
Hmm. Is she like a
Pathologically anxious.
hypochondriac?
Yes.
Yeah, and then she gets paranoid frequently.
Paranoid. Um,
Yeah.
um,
Oh,
yeah. Yes, I guess. Yes.
yeah. Okay, so there's definitely some things that you can do for that energetically. Um, Spiritually, it looks like she's got some past life trauma going on if you believe in reincarnation. Beth,
I
I
do.
do apologize. My phone has been frozen for quite some time while I've been recording, and I just got notified I have less than a minute, so I do have to get off the
Oh, okay.
air. Please reach back out anytime. I'm here on Wednesday nights at like 10:30 Eastern, okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you
you
so
have a
much.
great night,
You've been
Beth.
wonderful.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great night. Hey guys, I don't know what's going on with my screen. It has been frozen the entire time I've been channeling information. So I do apologize, but I hope you have a great week, a blessed week, and keep your gratefuls going up and your prayers going up. And I will see you again next week at 10:30 Eastern.